Hello everyone, hope you are good and be happy always. Once again, welcome to Shati's Academy, and today we will discuss theory of supply or supply. We all know during lockdowns, due to COVID-19, there was shortage of supply of everything. The medicines were in short supply, other things were also in short supply, but why? Because due to lockdown and frequent closures, all the factories and firms could not function in full swing and there was lesser production, and that's why supply was in short. But who supplies the commodities? Of course the factories. And who controls them? Producers. And how are the producers motivated to supply their stock in the market? That is known as your supply. So we will study that, and first we need to understand what is supply at all. Okay, supply refers to various quantities of a commodity, any commodity, producers wish to sell at different prices at a point of time. So what is the direct connectivity over here? We can see that is a direct connection between the various quantities and the various different prices. So producers are basically motivated by the prices which exist in the market, and as far as producers is concerned, if take for example us also, if we want to sell our second hand car, so at what price we would be willing to sell it? At higher price or lower price? Of course at higher price. And the same applies to the producers also. They want to sell their produce at higher prices. Why? Because producers are at equilibrium when they get maximum profit, because profit maximization is the first rule of producers equilibrium, as we have studied in previous video or discussed. Okay, so profit maximization is the basic motive of producers, and they will sell higher commodities at higher prices only. So there is direct connection between supply and the prices that are offered to the producers in the market or exist in the market. So this is their various quantities at different prices that producers wish to sell at point of time. So it's a phenomena that acts at a point of time. You can't say that in that year, for whole year that will be holding true. No, at a different point of time, different producers will be supplying different quantities at different prices, right? So here definition is clear. Now take for example, this is our sugar mill. A producer controls it, of course owner will be there. Now we will discuss the stock and supply concept. What is stock? We have already discussed in our video, but again we will discuss it here. This is sugar mill. Here they have a go down for storing their inventory. In this go down they have so many packets of sugar lying in their go down. This is stock. Take for example, on 20th June 2021, there were 10,000 kg of sugar. There was 10,000 kg of sugar that was in stock with this firm. Only this firm. Okay. So it was having a huge stock of sugar, but stock is different and supply is different. Okay. It will not sell or it will not send all this stock to market at any given price. If the price of commodity is less, it will send lesser quantity of commodity in the market. If price increases, they will keep on selling or keep on sending the supply of commodity to the market. So as the price keep on increasing, they will sending more and more quantity of supply to the market. They will supply more. Okay. That means more supply, more prices, more supply for producer to gain maximum profit. Okay. So here we can see the schedule. Here this is a schedule. This is the price of commodity at 50. Price 50, they are selling, they are giving quantities of 100 kg. Then for 60 rupees per kg of sugar, they are sending 150 kg of sugar in the market. 150 packets of sugar, then at 70, 200, 80, 250. Likewise, as price is increasing, their quantity supplied is increasing, right? And this is the supply schedule of one firm, firm A. Okay. Now here, supply and quantity supplied. What is the difference then? Okay. Quantity supplied, that means this is a specific quantity. If we are referring to that, maybe 10 kg, 20 kg, 50 kg, anything like that. So it is specific. Quantity means specific. So quantity supplied means specific quantity that is supplied or that is sent to the market by producer at a specific price. So for example here, at rupees 50 per kg of sugar, this firm is sending 100 kg of sugar only in the market. So this is what? This is quantity supplied. Clear? This is one quantity. That means quantity supplied is a single quantity, is a single price. Okay. That takes supply. Supply is a whole set of prices to their corresponding quantities that are supplied in the market. That means whole supply schedule gives you the supply of that particular commodity. Clear? Supply schedule means whole supply. Schedule means different quantities supplied in the market for different prices is known as supply. And single price, and at that single price what quantity is offered, that is known as quantity supply. Clear? Now this is quantity supply, this is different quantities of supplied by different that firm A at different prices. So this is whole supply. This is supply of schedule of firm A. Again this is supply schedule of firm B. This is supply schedule of firm C. So if we take this is individual supply schedule, and if we take them all together, this is market supply schedule. Okay, market, because there are 3 firms operating in some market, so this is market supply schedule or market supply of any market. Then supply curve. How do we make a supply curve? As we know, there is direct relationship between price and quantity supplied by a producer. So we can frame different quantities and the supply for that. So we can make x and y axis likewise here. X and y, I have told you L, make an L, O, X, and here y axis. What we will do? If price is 50, the quantity supplied is something. Here we have 100 kg, so quantity supply is 100. I am just making it very small. So this is the point of joining. Okay, here they have joined. Here this is price and this is quantity. Again at 60, quantity supplied is 150. At 70, it's 200. At 80, it's 250. Likewise, and if we take these points, the joining points A, B, C, D, and we join all these points and make a curve, this is your supply curve. So what do you see over here? Supply curve is positively sloping, while demand curve was what? It was negatively sloping. So demand curve was likewise like this, and supply curve is positively sloped. It was negatively sloped. Do you remember demand curve? Okay, this is the supply curve. In this manner, we have made different supply curve for all these markets. All of these firms, firm A, firm B, and firm C. Firm A, firm B, firm C. We can see different supply curves for them. And if we join all these supply curves by joining these digits, supplies, okay. So here at 50, firm A is supplying 100 kg, firm B is again supplying 100 kg, and firm C is supplying 100 kg. So together they are supplying 300 kg of sugar in the market. Likewise at rupees 60, 150 plus 20 plus 200 plus 300 is what? It is 650 kg. Here 300, then 650 kg. Likewise, different quantities will be supplied at different prices by all these firms. So this is the whole supply schedule of market, and by joining all these quantities, we will get a supply schedule for the whole market. Okay, sorry, supply curve for the whole market. This supply curve and this supply schedule. Okay, simple. So how do we make supply curves and supply schedules clear? Then slope of supply curve. What is slope? Okay, that means slope means what is the change in quantity due to change in price. Okay, so what is the slope of supply curve? Delta P by delta Q, that means change in price divided by change in quantity. And how do we see that here? Take for example, initially the price was P1, that means lesser, and it increased to become P2. Okay, P2, anything like from 50 it became 60. So this is what is the difference? It is difference of rupees 10, you can say. 10 rupees difference. Okay, so what is the difference over here? Okay, here we can denote this like this. This difference we can portray here on this curve like this. This is the difference, same is the difference. Now, what is the difference in quantity? Here, suppose the difference in quantity is 50 kg, anything like that. So here the quantity is taken in kgs. So we can just portray this difference. From here we can carry it here. So this is the difference. So change in price was delta P, and change in quantity is delta Q. A, B, C. A, B. So delta P is A, B, and delta Q is quantity is your BC. So this is your supply slope of supply curve. Okay, so slope is done. Now determinants of supply, okay, or supply function, you can say that what are the things that determine, that decide the quantity that will be available for sale in the market by different producers in the market in any industry. So these are the determinants. S stands for the supply, X for any commodity, XYZ commodity. You take for example sugar, biscuit, your mixtures, your copy, pencil, cloth, anything in this world. So X is any commodity in the market. So supply of X, any commodity, is equal to function of what? Price of X. That means X here. The same commodity and its price. Okay. So here if quantity is given, the price of that particular commodity. If suppose we are taking here sugar, that means supply of sugar will first of all basically depend on the price of sugar. First of all, basic, that is the basic determinant. Price is the basic determinant of any supply of any commodity. Okay, so here price of X, that means price of sugar, then price of R, price of other things also. Okay, if price of tea increases, okay, price of tea increases or any other commodity increases, then sugar price of sugar may also increase, because producers may feel we should also sell our commodity at higher price. So there may be a different, there may be a determining factor for, there may be an impact on price of sugar also, or the quantity supplied of sugar also. So the supply of sugar will depend on price of sugar, then price of related commodities that are selling in the market, then number of firms in the market. If there are lesser firms in the market, lesser quantity will be supplied. Supply will be lesser, and if there are more firms in the market, that means more production will be done and more will be the supply. Then goal of the firm, here we have written goal of the firm, G for goal of the firm. If the goal of firm is profit maximization, that it will sell more quantities at higher price only, otherwise it will keep it in stock in its go downs. Okay, and if its motive, if its goal is your sales maximization, that means it wants to sell more, it wants to have more market coverage. In that case, what will it do? It will supply more quantities even at lesser prices also. So goal also decides the supply in the market. Price of factors of production. If factors of production that are used in production of this commodity, raw material, etc., labor, land labor, capital, etc., if they become expensive, then production will become less and supply will also become less. And if factors of production are cheap, they are not that costly, they are very cheap and they can be hired at lesser price, then in that case supply will be more because production will be more. Then state of technology. If state of technology is very good, if we have highly mechanized firms, if we have state of technology is very high, just like in Canada, just like in America, so supply will be more because they can produce more in lesser time and with lesser cost. So supply will be more with the higher state of technology, and with lower state of technology supply will be less. Business expectations. If businessmen or the producers who are operating in the market, they hope that there will be depression in the coming years, in the coming months, or there will be lesser expectations of profit in the market, then they will be selling less in the market or sending less in the market. Supply will be lesser. And if they hope that supply will, that profits will be more in the coming days and there will be high demand expectations are very good, so they will be supplying more in the market. Then government policies. Government policy also impacts the supply in the market. How? When government puts taxation or imposes more taxation on producers, they will supply less in the market because they have to pay more to the government. They are left with lesser amount of finance to produce more, so they will be supplying less. And if government provides subsidies to the businessmen and the producers, they will supply more because they are getting money to produce more and they will supply more in the markets. So that was just an introduction of your supply, the theory of supply. In our next video, we will discuss elasticity of supply. Till then, stay tuned and be with us. Thank you. Take care. God bless you.